Hello, everyone. Welcome back to our channel, where we focus on helping you live your best life after 60. Today, we're tackling a topic that's close to all our hearts, literally. We're going to talk about 5 foods that can save your heart and help you live longer and healthier. I want to start with a personal story. My grandmother, when she was in her 70s, was diagnosed with high blood pressure. The doctor told her that she needed to make some changes to her diet to keep her heart healthy. That's when she started eating more leafy greens and whole grains, and within a few months, her blood pressure improved significantly. That's when I realized how powerful food can be for our health. Did you know that heart disease is the leading cause of death in the United States, especially for those over 60? But the good news is, there are simple changes you can make to your diet that can significantly reduce your risk. As we age, our hearts work harder to keep up with our bodies. High blood pressure, cholesterol, and other risk factors become more common, but the right foods can help manage these issues and keep your heart strong. Today, we're focusing on 5 powerhouse foods that are particularly beneficial for heart health in seniors. These foods are not only delicious but also packed with nutrients that support your cardiovascular system. Now, you might be wondering, why are these foods especially important for seniors? Well, as we age, our bodies become less efficient at absorbing certain nutrients, and our metabolism slows down. That's why it's crucial to choose foods that are nutrient-dense and can provide the most benefit with fewer calories. The foods we'll be discussing today fit that bill perfectly. They're low in calories but high in nutrients, fiber, and other heart-healthy components. Let's start with the first one, leafy green vegetables. Think spinach, kale, collard greens. These are your heart's best friends. They're rich in vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants, especially vitamin K, which is crucial for heart health. Vitamin K helps protect your arteries and promote proper blood clotting. Studies have shown that eating more leafy greens can lower blood pressure and improve arterial function, reducing your risk of heart disease. Now, I know some of you might be thinking, but I don't like the taste of kale. Don't worry, there are plenty of ways to enjoy these greens. For example, you can make a delicious spinach and strawberry smoothie. Just blend some fresh spinach with strawberries, a banana, and a splash of almond milk. It's sweet, refreshing, and you won't even taste the spinach. Another great way is to make a kale salad. Massage the kale leaves with a little olive oil and lemon juice to soften them, then add some cherry tomatoes, cucumber, and a sprinkle of feta cheese. It's crunchy, tangy, and absolutely delicious. If you're not into salads, you can always add leafy greens to your soups. A hearty minestrone soup with spinach or a comforting chicken noodle soup with kale can be both nutritious and satisfying. The key is to experiment and find preparations that you enjoy. Once you do, incorporating them into your diet will be a breeze. Next up, let's talk about whole grains. Foods like oats, brown rice, and whole wheat bread are excellent for your heart. They're high in fiber, which can help lower cholesterol levels. In fact, studies have shown that eating whole grains can reduce the risk of cardiovascular disease, coronary heart disease, and stroke. Plus, they're versatile and can be incorporated into many meals. Let's talk about oats first. Oatmeal is a fantastic breakfast option. You can make it savory with some salt, pepper, and a poached egg on top, or sweet with cinnamon, honey, and fresh fruits. Overnight oats are also popular. Just mix oats with yogurt and your favorite toppings, let it sit in the fridge overnight, and you have a ready-to-eat breakfast in the morning. Brown rice is another great choice. It's a whole grain that's rich in fiber and nutrients. You can use it as a side dish instead of white rice, or add it to stir-fries, salads, or even make a rice bowl with your favorite protein and vegetables. When it comes to bread, always look for whole grain or whole wheat options. Check the ingredient list to make sure whole grain or whole wheat is listed first. Avoid breads that are made with refined flour, as they don't provide the same health benefits. Whole grains also help you feel full longer, which can aid in weight management, another important factor for heart health. So, by including more leafy greens and whole grains in your diet, you're taking significant steps towards a healthier heart. But remember, diet is just one part of the equation. Regular exercise, managing stress, getting enough sleep, and not smoking are also crucial for maintaining heart health. Now, let's keep the momentum going and talk about two more fantastic foods that can help keep your heart in top shape: berries and avocados. These are not only delicious but also packed with nutrients that are especially important for those of us over 60, when keeping our hearts healthy becomes a top priority. Let's start with berries. Picture a bowl of vibrant blueberries, strawberries, raspberries, or blackberries. These little fruits are like nature's candy, but they're so much more than just a sweet treat. They're loaded with antioxidants, particularly anthocyanins, which give them their bright red, blue, and purple hues. These antioxidants work hard to reduce inflammation and protect your blood vessels from damage, which is crucial for preventing heart disease. Inflammation and oxidative stress can lead to plaque buildup in your arteries, but berries help counteract that. Research from places like the Harvard School of Public Health has shown that eating berries just a few times a week can lower your risk of heart attack by up to 34%, especially for women. That's a pretty powerful reason to reach for a handful of berries. But it's not just about the science. Berries are incredibly easy to enjoy. You can sprinkle them over your morning oatmeal or mix them into low-fat yogurt for a quick and nutritious breakfast. If you're a smoothie fan, try blending a mix of berries with a banana and some almond milk for a refreshing drink that's as good for your heart as it is for your taste buds. One of my favorite ways to enjoy berries is in a parfait. Layer them with yogurt and a sprinkle of granola for a dessert that feels indulgent but is actually heart-healthy. If fresh berries aren't in season or are a bit pricey, don't worry. Frozen berries are just as nutritious because they're often picked at their peak and flash frozen to lock in all those good nutrients. You can also get creative and make a berry compote by simmering berries with a little water and a touch of honey or maple syrup. It's perfect for topping pancakes, waffles, or even a scoop of vanilla ice cream when you want a treat. Let's dig a bit deeper into why berries are so special. Each type brings something unique to the table. Blueberries, for example, are often called brain food because their antioxidants can help improve memory and cognitive function, which is a nice bonus for us as we age. A study in the Annals of Neurology found that women who ate 2 or more servings of blueberries and strawberries each week had slower rates of cognitive decline. Strawberries are packed with vitamin C. Just 1 cup gives you over 100% of your daily needs, which is great for your immune system and overall health. Raspberries are a fiber superstar, with about 8 grams per cup, which helps lower cholesterol and keeps your digestive system happy. Blackberries are rich in vitamin K, which supports blood clotting and bone health, and they also contain ellagic acid, an antioxidant that may have anti-cancer properties. So, no matter which berry you choose, you're giving your heart a big boost. Now, let's move on to avocados. These creamy, green fruits are like a gift from nature, often called nature's butter, because of their rich, smooth texture. Avocados are packed with monounsaturated fats, the same kind of healthy fats you find in olive oil. These fats can help lower your bad cholesterol levels, also known as LDL, while keeping your good cholesterol, or HDL, in check. That's a big deal because high LDL cholesterol can lead to plaque buildup in your arteries, increasing your risk of heart disease. Avocados also have potassium, which helps regulate blood pressure, and fiber, which supports healthy cholesterol levels. A study published in the Journal of the American Heart Association found that eating at least 2 servings of avocado per week, about 2/3 to 1 whole avocado, was linked to a 16% lower risk of cardiovascular disease and a 21% lower risk of coronary heart disease. That's a pretty impressive stat for a fruit that tastes so good. So, how can you make avocados a part of your daily routine? There are endless possibilities, and they're all delicious. One of the simplest ways is to spread mashed avocado on whole grain toast for a quick and satisfying breakfast. Add a sprinkle of pepper or a slice of tomato for extra flavor. If you love dips, guacamole is a classic. Just mash up an avocado with some lime juice, diced tomatoes, onions, and a pinch of salt. It's perfect for dipping veggies, whole grain crackers, or even spreading on a sandwich instead of mayo. Speaking of sandwiches, try adding avocado slices to your turkey or chicken sandwich for a creamy, heart-healthy twist. If you're a smoothie lover, blend half an avocado with some berries and almond milk for a rich, velvety drink that's packed with nutrients. And if you're in the mood for something sweet, you can even make avocado chocolate mousse. Blend a ripe avocado with cocoa powder, a bit of honey or maple syrup, and a splash of vanilla extract for a dessert that's decadent but good for your heart. Avocados are incredibly versatile and show up in all sorts of cuisines. In Mexican dishes, they're the star of guacamole, but they also add creaminess to tacos or burrito bowls. In Japanese cuisine, you'll find avocado in sushi rolls, where it pairs beautifully with fish and rice. And don't be afraid to experiment, avocados can even be used in baking, like in brownies or cakes, to replace butter and add healthy fats. When picking out avocados at the store, look for ones that are dark green or almost black and give slightly when you press them gently. If they're still hard, you can ripen them at home by placing them in a paper bag with an apple or banana for a couple of days. Once they're ripe, store them in the fridge to keep them fresh longer. To prevent browning, leave the pit in the unused half and cover it with plastic wrap or a squeeze of lemon juice. One thing to keep in mind with avocados is portion size. They're nutrient-dense but also calorie-dense, so half an avocado is usually a good serving for most people. If you're watching your weight or have specific health conditions, it's always a good idea to check with your doctor or a dietitian to make sure avocados fit into your plan. But for most of us, they're a fantastic addition to a heart-healthy diet. So, by adding berries and avocados to your diet, you're taking important steps towards a healthier heart. The best part is that these foods are so versatile and delicious, it doesn't feel like a chore to eat them. Start small, maybe add a handful of berries to your breakfast or swap out butter for avocado on your toast. These little changes can add up to big benefits over time, helping you feel more energized and confident in your heart health. Keep up the good work, and know that every bite you take is an investment in a longer, healthier life. Now that we've explored the wonders of leafy greens, whole grains, berries, and avocados, let's dive into the fifth and final food that can help keep your heart beating strong: fatty fish. These treasures from the sea are like a secret weapon for your heart, loaded with omega-3 fatty acids that do incredible things for your cardiovascular health. Omega-3s can help lower triglycerides, boost good cholesterol, and prevent blood clots, all of which reduce your risk of heart disease. For those of us over 60, when heart health becomes a bigger focus, adding fatty fish to our plates is a smart and delicious choice. Some of the best fatty fish to try are salmon, mackerel, sardines, trout, and tuna. Each one brings its own flavor and versatility to the table. Take salmon, for instance. You can grill it with a sprinkle of lemon and herbs for a restaurant-worthy dinner that's ready in minutes. Or bake it with a drizzle of olive oil and garlic for a cozy meal at home. If you're short on time, canned sardines are a lifesaver. Just toss them onto a salad or spread them on whole grain toast with a little mustard for a quick, heart-healthy lunch. Tuna is another crowd pleaser. Mix it with a bit of Greek yogurt instead of mayo for a lighter tuna salad sandwich on whole grain bread. And don't sleep on trout or mackerel. A smoked trout fillet or grilled mackerel can add a gourmet touch to your weeknight dinners. The key is to experiment and find what you love, so eating fish feels like a treat, not a chore. You might be wondering how often you should eat fatty fish to get these benefits. The American Heart Association suggests aiming for at least 2 servings per week, where a serving is about 3 to 4 ounces, think the size of a deck of cards. That could mean enjoying salmon one night and sardines another, or mixing it up with tuna and trout throughout the week. If you're new to fish or not a big fan, start with milder options like salmon or canned tuna, which are easy to incorporate into familiar dishes. And a quick tip: when choosing fish, go for varieties like salmon, sardines, or trout, which are typically low in mercury, to keep things safe and healthy. If you have concerns about mercury or specific health conditions, it's always a good idea to check with your doctor. Now, let's take a moment to bring it all together. Over the course of this video, we've explored 5 powerhouse foods that can help you protect your heart and live a longer, healthier life. First, we talked about leafy greens, like spinach and kale, which are packed with vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants to keep your arteries happy. Then, we covered whole grains, such as oats and brown rice, which are high in fiber to lower cholesterol and support heart health. Next came berries, blueberries, strawberries, and raspberries, bursting with antioxidants that reduce inflammation and protect your blood vessels. After that, we dove into avocados, with their heart-healthy monounsaturated fats that help manage cholesterol and blood pressure. And finally, we've just explored fatty fish, rich in omega-3s that work to prevent heart disease and keep your ticker strong. Each of these foods is like a small gift you can give your heart every day. You don't have to overhaul your entire diet overnight. Start with 1 or 2 of these foods and build from there. Maybe add a handful of berries to your breakfast, swap white rice for brown, or try a salmon dinner once a week. These small steps add up, and before you know it, you'll be feeling more energized and confident about your heart health. The beauty of these foods is that they're not only good for you but also delicious and easy to work into your routine, no matter your cooking skills or budget. I know making changes to your diet can feel daunting, especially if you're used to certain habits or have a busy schedule. But here's the thing, you're worth it. Your heart has been with you through every moment of your life, and taking care of it now is one of the best ways to ensure you can keep doing the things you love, whether that's playing with your grandkids, gardening, or just enjoying a walk in the sunshine. So, be kind to yourself, take it one bite at a time, and celebrate every step you take toward a healthier you. I'd love to hear from you in the comments below. Do you have a favorite way to prepare these heart-healthy foods? Maybe you've got a killer salmon recipe or a go-to berry smoothie you can't get enough of. Sharing your tips and stories can inspire others in our community to make positive changes, too. And if you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up, it really helps us reach more people who could benefit from this information. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you never miss our latest tips on living your best life after 60. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey to better heart health. Remember, it's never too late to start taking care of yourself, and every small change you make is a step toward a longer, happier life. Here's to a strong heart and a vibrant future, keep shining, and I'll see you in the next video.